The President of the United States just declared war on the Supreme Court. This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover how a 6-3 defeat at the highest court in the land triggered a new global trade war and why President Trump is now targeting his own Supreme Court picks. The scene was the White House briefing room. Hours after a stinging legal defeat, President Donald Trump announced a new 10% global tariff. But here's the twist. This move is a direct response to a Supreme Court that just humiliated him. Meet the president in his second term, a man who built his political brand on America's first trade wars. On Friday, the Supreme Court struck down the legal foundation for his sweeping reciprocal tariffs in a major 6-3 ruling. This was a devastating blow to his economic agenda. For Trump, tariffs are essential. He believes they rebuild America's shrinking manufacturing base. The court's decision didn't just invalidate a policy, it invalidated his authority. And his reaction was pure fury. "I'm ashamed of certain members of the court, absolutely ashamed for not having the courage to do what's right for our country," Trump said. But here's what nobody's talking about. The two justices who turned against him were his own nominees, Neil Gorsuch and Amy Coney Barrett. The president appointed them, and they voted against him. Trump didn't hold back. "I think their decision was terrible," he raged. "I think it's an embarrassment to their families. You want to know the truth? The two of them. This is a seismic political earthquake. A president publicly shaming his own Supreme Court appointees. The tension in the room was palpable. Reporters pressed him. "Why not work with Congress?" "I don't have to," Trump shot back. "I have the right to do tariffs." His defiance was absolute. "We have the right to do pretty much what we want to do." And then, he dropped the details of his counterpunch. A new executive order. A 10% global tariff invoked under Section 122 of the Trade Act of 1974. But here's the catch that changes everything. Tariffs under this statute can only last for 150 days. After that, he needs Congress. He's playing a high-stakes game with a ticking clock. 5 months to reshape global trade before hitting a legislative wall. Meanwhile, he declared all existing tariffs under Section 232 and Section 301 will remain in full force and effect. This isn't just a policy shift. It's a constitutional crisis in slow motion. The judicial branch says no. The executive branch says watch me. The implications are global. From Nairobi to New Delhi, the cost of goods could spike. Supply chains already strained could snap, and the controversy is burning. Some say Trump is defending American workers. Others say he's igniting a global trade war and defying the rule of law. But the biggest unanswered question hangs in the air. What happens in 150 days when the clock runs out? Does Congress stop him, or does the trade war become permanent? We started with a president at war with the Supreme Court. Do you think a leader should defy the courts to pursue their economic vision? Or is this a dangerous breach of America's constitutional order? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more on how global power struggles hit home.